Okay, team, welcome back. Again, this is David, your team leader, and if you have any questions about the presentation itself, feel free to give me a call, 619-550-2872, or you can email me at david.totalwellness@gmail.com. All right, in this lesson, we're going to talk about the online presentation, and we'll go ahead and get started. All right, to get to the online presentation, you have to go to melaleuca.com/delivering wellness. Okay, let me just retype that out again. It's www.melaleuca.com/delivering wellness. Okay, and it's going to bring you to this page here. Alright, and then what I would also suggest, if you have tabs on your internet browser, that you open up a online enrollment and you go ahead and log in and have that ready to go. After the presentation, you could bring the person straight to the online enrollment. Okay, very important to have that set up. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started here. To get into the wellness presentation, you have to enter Melaleuca. Now, your customer on the other end will see the same exact screen, so make sure you have them enter the guest password of Melaleuca. Okay, and enter presentation. Alright, once you enter presentation, you'll see the Melaleuca name up here at the bottom there. Alright, now when you're doing a presentation, you want to make it as personal as possible. You don't want to be rigid. Of course, when you're doing a presentation for the first or second or even third time, of course you're going to be kind of stumbling through it. But after a while, you'll make it your own and you'll be fine. What I normally start off is an introduction to myself. Okay, I would say, hey, my name is David. I appreciate you for you giving me the opportunity to give a presentation to you. A little bit about myself. I am married. I have two great children, ages 5 and 2, and I'm actually in process of adopting 2 little girls. So I was basically looking for a business opportunity where I can work from home and be flexible and have a good supplemental or even replacement income. Now, unfortunately, I was subject to this economic crisis that we're in, and I lost my job about a year and a half. I was referred to Melaleuca by, believe it or not, my mom and dad. They were actually blessed by it. They've been in it within a year, and I've been within the organization for 2 months, and so far so good. And so that's basically a little bit about me. Now, tell me about yourself. Why are you looking for a business opportunity? Do you want to get out of debt? Do you want to buy a home for a better quality life? What is it that you're looking for? What are your goals? And so at that point, the person's going to explain to you, well, I want to get out of debt and blah, blah, blah. I want to help my children. And you say, okay, great. Well, with this opportunity, you definitely will be able to accomplish those goals. And then as you go along to the presentation, you could always refer to those goals that they have, okay? Again, to kind of build some kind of rapport there with the customer. All right, very good. And as you move the slide here, all you have to do is go up to the very top, and you can barely see it here. It's just to the right. There's a little triangle, a little play button. You hit that, and it moves to the next slide, okay? Now, if for some reason the customer doesn't have this little bar on the side here, they can always hit their arrow buttons, and that will move the slide for them also. So the down arrow button will move the slide automatically. Okay. Alright, so let's go and get ready with the presentation here. This is the way I start. Okay, well basically this is what we're going to discuss today. Melaleuca is a wellness company, okay? It's got a proven track record. It's been around for 25 years. It's an Inc. 500 company. Believe it or not, it's debt-free. It's not like these big organizations that, like Ford, GM, all these big car maker or any company for that matter. It has a lot of debt, and our company has absolutely no debt. So therefore, we have a lot of strong management and a great support system. We have exceptional products that people use every day. Let me ask you a silly question. Okay, here's the silly question. Do you wash your hair and wash your clothes? Yeah, absolutely, right? It's kind of a silly question. Well, Melaleuca provides safer products for your home that you use every day. Okay, they're better value than grocery store brands, and again, they're safer. So yeah, if you wash your hair and wash clothes, you can definitely use our products. And then we're going to talk about a revenue sharing program with Melaleuca. There's no new money going out. You're simply switching stores. So instead of going to Walmart or Target or wherever you go to buy your your everyday items, go to Melaleuca instead. Melaleuca has a high customer reorder rate. Okay, 95% of the customers that shop this month will shop next month, and there's absolutely no risk. Okay, anyone can be successful at any time with Melaleuca. And that's the first slide. Okay, we'll skip to the next slide. Alright, a little bit about Melaleuca's heritage. Down there at the bottom, you have Frank Vandersloot. He's our president and CEO. He's been the president since 1985. He's actually been voted for Entrepreneur of the Year. And basically our goal is to enhance the lives of those we touch by helping people reach their goals, people like you and me. Okay, let's go to the next slide. And it's important to tell them that you're going to go to the next slide, because if you keep going and they're on the first slide, then obviously they're going to be lost. All right, well, Melaleuca, this is basically our our mission statement, okay? On the top here, we have our physical wellness. We want you to live longer, healthier, more vibrant lives. We want you to be financially well. We want you to get out of debt. Like you mentioned earlier, you said you wanted to get out of debt. You wanted to pay for private school for your children. You'll definitely be able to do that with Melaleuca. Okay, we want to make our homes and the environment cleaner, safer places. All of our products are biodegradable, so you can pour the stuff down into a storm drain and it won't hurt the environment at all. And of course, lastly, we want to achieve balance between all these things. So we want you to be physically well, financially well, and we also want to help the environment. Okay, let's click on the next slide. Okay, we're a different company. So basically, Melaleuca, instead of paying millions of retailers and advertisers, Melaleuca redirects revenue from its product sales to its average family and offers them the opportunity for wealth without a large investment of risk. Okay, so what that basically means is, unlike Walmart or Target, we don't have big buildings in every city corner. We don't have all these employees. We don't have these nice parking lots with a security guard roaming around and having to pay them. And on top of that, all the liability issues that they have. Melaleuca decided to have one big factory. Okay, it's up in Idaho Falls, and from there, again, we manufacture everything and we take it directly to your door. On top of that, we don't do celebrity endorsements. Here's something kind of funny. Pepsi recently did a commercial with the rap star P. Diddy, or in Mexico there was Shakira was drinking a Pepsi. Well, they paid that person millions of dollars, $3 million to Shakira. And who do you think ends up paying for that? Do you think Pepsi pays for it, or we do as the consumers? Yeah, you're right. It's consumers. Consumers pay for that. All Pepsi does is they mark up the price of the can of Pepsi, and they get their millions of dollars back. So that's not fair. So again, Melaleuca won't be advertising on that. So they actually save a lot of money, and that money that they save, they redirect it to us as a revenue sharing program. Okay, and I'll explain more about that in just a moment. Go and click on the next slide. Okay, you can see Melaleuca's growth record. They've been around for a long time. Okay, we've been around since 1985 and all the way to 2008. You can see how our sales have dramatically jumped. Why? Because our products are great. All right, in 2008, we had over $850 million in sales. Okay, now I want you to see something here funny. Look at 1991. You see how 1991 is there? Look at the very next year, 1992. You see how sales doubled there in 1992? Why? Why do you think that happened? And then you wait for a response, and generally people don't know. But in 1991, that's when we had the Gulf War. Okay, and during the Gulf War, what happens to an economy? We go into a recession and even a depression. So people are looking for ways to make money to supplement their income. And again, Melaleuca offered that opportunity. A lot of people found out about it, and of course sales doubled, and a lot of people became very successful at that time. Now in 2008, going into 2009, we're almost at the end of 2009. You can only imagine what our sales numbers are going to be. The reason is, again, we're going through our worst financial crisis ever. We're at war. People are losing their jobs left and right. People now more than ever are looking for ways to make extra money. And now is the perfect time to get into Melaleuca, into the business opportunity, so that, obviously we can prosper. It's a perfect time. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Okay, and I'm going to pause right here and we'll start it on the next video.